See, and if you do get in here, you got to maintain and endure until the wedding is over. See, until the bride come. Cause see, the party is popping off, but the bride, the groom ain't even made it to the party. The groom is on his way. So you getting invited to the party, but you got to come to the party and wait till the groom get there. You got to wait till the groom hit the party, and you go through with the ceremony and the wedding consecration. Because just because you getting called to that party, don't mean that you gon' make it. Many are called. Everybody's called to the party. You got to go through the whole situation. Take the invitation. Go to the party. Endure while you in the party. Change to even get in the party. See, you got to change, man. You can't stay the same and think you gonna get into some party, man. If somebody, let's keep it practical. If somebody invites you to a party, they say, listen, man, come to this party. I want you to come to this party. And you go to the party, you not just finna wear some jogging pants, a tank top. You gonna ask the person, man, okay, what's the dress code? Same thing with a club or any kind of bar. You gonna say, you gonna ask whoever you going with, or you gonna expect that it's a dress code. You're not gonna walk in there butt naked. You're not gonna walk in there with a thong on. See, you're not gonna walk in there with some Speedos. You gonna go in there and you gonna have in your mind that I got to change my clothing. I got to dress appropriately. Let's get that in is it Isaiah 50? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. 52. Isaiah 52, verse 1. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on your beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee uncircumcised and the unclean. See, so now he telling them, you invited to this party, but you ain't coming into this party unclean, eating pig, crab, lobsters, scallops, oysters, the boo-boo eating animals. You're not eating the boo-boo eating animals out the ocean, man. These are unclean animals. You're not coming to this party with that on. See, you're not coming to this party if you ain't circumcised, meaning in your mind and in your body. That's why I said uncircumcised and the unclean, because it's a whole situation. It's not just talking about somebody circumcising your private part. It's talking about your mind. Circumcise your mind and your activities. Change. You're not coming to this party. Put on your beautiful garments and come to the party. You're not gonna come to the party wearing dirty. You're not gonna come to the party looking like you just got out of a pigsty or you just got off a construction site. No, you're not gonna come to the party like that. Look at verse 2. It say, this is Isaiah 52 and 2. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. See, what is going on with the daughter of Zion? They was captured. They were thrown on slave ships and brought to their land of the land of their captivity. That's what's going on with Zion, slave daughter of Zion. See, that's a powerful verse. And he telling them that you need to become clean and become circumcised. That means you got to change. You can't all come in there dirty. You get invited to the party, you got to come in there with your beautiful garments. You You got to wear a suit, a tie. You got to wear your ancient garments with gold glitter all over it. Trimmings all trimmed up. Looking clean, white and gold, black and gold. I do not own the music, copyright to this music. Now, so you got to change, man. You can't just stay the same and think you gonna come to the wedding. A wedding, most of the time, you got to go spend some money too. You just can't go get anything. You can't go to Walmart and just get anything. You got to go to one of these places that you gonna spend some money and get you a beautiful garment. A beautiful garment, they ain't gonna come cheap. Ain't gonna come easy. So that's why you say you make it to that party, you might get drugged out of there because you wasn't worthy. You didn't even put on a garment to make yourself worthy to stay in this party. We see you come. Man, let me go back to this verse, because that verse is so powerful. That verse is too powerful, man. 22. Let's get the whole parable, because Peter brought this parable out, and he brought the right one, man. He brought the right one. Okay. Okay, let's see. So he said, this is a king, this is a marriage, a certain king which made a marriage for his son. Okay, let's get that. Certain king that made a marriage for his son. He told his servants to go into the highways and byways and bid them to the marriage, invite them to the marriage. Verse 10, he says, so servants went out to the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. So they inviting everybody to the party, man. All these Israelites, you are invited to the party. See? Verse 11 is saying, when the king came in to see the guests, he saw a certain man which had not on a wedding garment. So we walk in the party, and there's somebody in there, they ain't changed nothing. They the same old Negro, man. See, they in the corner smoking a cigarette. They asking the food people, y'all ain't got no pig in here. No pig ribs. See, y'all where the shrimp, crabs, and lobster at? You know, loud black woman, she talking all loud. Where y'all ain't got no pig? You know, ain't no pork in here. Y'all ain't got no seafood, crabs, and lobsters. You know how to bad, loud black women. They up in the party, loud and wrong. Or she done came in there and she thinks she all that, and she got on a mini skirt. You see, she got on a mini skirt and a halter top. She got on some pants, some tight pants, and a freaking tank top up in the party. Talking about she coming to the wedding. So who is this Negro, man? If you don't snatch them, look at what he say. He say, verse 12, and he said unto them, friend, how comest thou in here not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. See, that's what these Christians gonna be. When Yahushua come on the scene, they gonna be speechless. How is you even on the scene, man? How is you anywhere in the vicinity? How did you make it this far? See, you ain't got no wedding garment on. He said, and he was speechless. Verse 13, it say, and then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. See, it's only a few that's gonna change. It's only a few that's gonna put on their garments, their beautiful garment. That's gonna come in the party clean. See, that's gonna come in the party dressed to impress. It's only a few that's gonna do this. Everybody that's chosen, look at what he said in verse 10. He said, and those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. So you had them gathering bad people up in there. Negroes that want to sit up in there and do what they want to do. See? Now, both of them had an opportunity. The good and the bad got an opportunity to change. This is a wedding. You coming to a wedding, you got the opportunity to change. You ain't got to stay the same. See, but everybody's not worthy. Some people gonna start thinking about their family, their money, thinking about this world. Let's get that. See, because this is one of the main reasons the Negroes don't want to change. They know what's going on with the party, man. Most of them done went to the church house and was told something about the party. They know the party popping off. But the whole thing about it is they don't want to change. 1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. So that's why these Negroes, when they worried about their family and their money, they worried about this world, man. That's the main problem. And they don't want to change. They want to be like the world because they're in love with it. They're in love with what they're doing. My family, man, they barbecuing, having a barbecue. They got pork ribs. They got some raccoon on the damn grill. They got some. They having a crab fest. What they call them dang thing? They eating a bushel of crabs, blue crabs, and all this stuff. They having a seafood. Man, I forgot the name of that thing. But they putting all kind of seafood: shrimp, crab, lobster, pork sausage, eggs. They putting it all in the bucket, and they having a party. And they're doing it on these holidays, wicked holidays. Every month they got a wicked holiday for you to sit up here and worship some false god. And this is what they whole family doing. So they like, man, what are you trying to tell me to change? I'm not changing nothing. I'm gonna be the same Negro that my grandma raised me to be. I'm gonna be the same Negro that my mama raised me to be. I'm gonna be the same Negro that my auntie raised me to be. See, my daddy told me to do this. I'm not changing nothing. You talking about a party? What party you talking about? A wedding? What wedding you talking about? Is they gonna have some shrimp, crabs, and lobster in that wedding? Is I can wear some pants up in that wedding? See, that's what these Negroes don't want to change. They want to stay the same. It says, let me jump back up. Because all of them, and this is the hypocrisy of these Christians and these people knowing that they ain't trying to change. They ain't trying to change nothing, but they'll spew out their mouth, I got a relationship with God. Well, your relationship don't mean nothing. He don't care nothing about no relationship. You want you to change. That's the relationship. Is you gonna change or what? Is you gonna follow the dress code to get into this wedding? Is you gonna submit to the dress code? See, you walk up and then that contradicts everything when they talk about come as you are. The Lord say come as you are. No, he don't. He say he having a wedding and you got to have a dress code. Put on your beautiful garments. Come in there clean and circumcised. Don't come in there unclean and uncircumcised. You got to change, man. Ain't no come as you are. You don't come to this wedding. This is a wedding that's going on. This is a wedding between a father and his son. The son is the nation of Israel. The father is the creator of everything. See, this is a wedding. And you ain't coming to him as you are. You got on a dress looking a hot mess. No, you ain't coming up. I mean, you don't got on a dress and you looking a hot mess. You're not coming in here. See, if you don't got on a suit, what these people wear to their wedding, if you don't got on a suit or your ancient garments, you think you gonna come in here with a white tee and some dang Dickie shorts and some flip-flops and socks. No, Negro. Ain't no come as you are. This is a wedding. You have to come dressed. You have to change. Now, this is what they gonna say. I got a relationship. They acting like they gonna come to the party. They could come as they are, cause they got a close relationship with the Lord. That's like when you see these parties and these people be like, man, I know the people that's getting married, and they know me, man. Cause they got somebody at the door now. Just like in Revelation 21 and 12. There's angels at them gates, and it's 12 gates. And if you ain't dressed to impress, you ain't gonna get in that party. But the Negro, this is what the Negro saying. Man, I know somebody in that party, man. I know them, man. They know me, man. They know me. They let me up in the door. The security guard looking at him like, hey, man, you ain't dressed for this party. This party got a dress code. You can't come up in here unless you got on the right shoes, the right pants, the right shirt. You just ain't walking up in this party, man. This party got a specific dress code. What make you think you gonna just walk up in the party because you talking about you know somebody? It ain't about what you know. The person that's throwing the party got a dress code. They told me, I'm at the door telling you that you can't get in this party without conforming to the dress code. See? But you got a Negro that'll say, man, I got a relationship with them, man. I know them, man. They gonna let me up in the party. I'm cool with them. They cool with me. Come on, man. Let me in the party, man. Sneak me through the back door. Sneak me through the side door. That's Negro for you, man. Y'all you really think that you talking about something? You done went up in these people's church and gave that cricket pastor some money, and you think you got a relationship with God, and he gonna let you up in the party? No, he is not letting you up in that party, man. Look at what 1 John 2 and 3. It says, and hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments. And he that saith, I know him, and keep not his commandments, he is a liar, and the truth is not in him. See, you sitting around talking about, man, I got a relationship with God, man. No, he got commandments that he told the man at the door, if you gonna come up in this party, you got to be dressed for this party. You just ain't gonna get up in this party and do what you wanna do, man. You ain't walking up in this party. See, that's why he said, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar. See, that's somebody to say, hey man, he told me that I ain't had to put on no outfit. He told me that I just wear whatever I want to wear and I'll come in the party. See, that's why it's the Bible. Cause see, let me get this verse. That's why he got the prophets to write these things down. Because you got these Israelites that'll tell you anything. Look at what he say in verse 9. Isaiah 30 and 9. Say, this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. See, these Israelites don't want to hear, I got to change. You mean to tell me I got to change? I don't want to change, man. I want to stay the same. I got a relationship with God. I don't want to change. See, that's what the Israelites always did. They resisted changing. He took them out of Egypt, and you got these Negroes talking about, man, we out here eating manna and quail. Well, we can go back to Egypt. We can go back to Egypt. See, they didn't want to change. They were so much into some kind of lifestyle or some kind of culture that they were living in their mind. He done freed them from the so-called Hamites and said, listen, man, y'all is gonna be free. I'm gonna give y'all y'all own land and y'all can do y'all own thing. These Negroes got the nerve to say, man, I want to go back to Egypt, man. We were eating good. We were eating watermelon, cantaloupe, bitter green, cucumbers. We were eating all kind of good stuff. Them Egyptians were feeding us good, man. Why we out here in the wilderness? He gonna come out here and try to kill us? What's going on? See, that's the mentality of these Israelites. They do not want to change. But if you gonna get in this party, Yahweh shall have, and Peter, see, it ain't stopped with Yahweh. Peter brought it back out and said, listen, man, you got to change. You is not finna come in this party, in this wedding, and you finna talk about come as you are, or you finna talk about I got a relationship with God. Them two things that do not match up with what he was saying about this wedding, the wedding of the bride. Because this is a wedding. See? And the reason that these people, look at verse 1. Isaiah 30 and 1. Isaiah 30 is perfect about these Negroes, man. It says, whoa! Oh, I do not own the copyright to this music. I repeat, I do not own the copyright to this music. Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children! See, that woe means destruction to somebody that want to sit up here and not change, and they getting an invitation. They can even be bad and they get an invitation. I do not own the copyright to this music. I repeat, I do not own the copyright to this music. I do not own the copyright to this music. I repeat, I do not own the copyright to this music. I do not own the copyright to this music. Now, let's get 30 and 1. It says, it's Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. See, that's what these Negroes do. They saying, I'm gonna come as, he say, come as you are, and he say, I got a relationship. You don't got no relationship, man. You got to change. There's only one option. It's change. Let me get that in Luke before I go back. Luke 13. Luke 13 and 3. Verse 2, it says, Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, suppose ye that these Galileans were sinners above all Galileans, because they suffered such things? Verse 3, I tell you, nay, but except you repent, ye shall all perish. See, you got to change. If you don't change, you gonna perish, meaning you gonna be put to death. You is not gonna get away with getting in the party. I'm gonna get in the party. He said, come as you are. Let me in the party. I got a relationship with him. See, it's not gonna work, bro. Hey, Yahweh talk plain. He didn't make it complicated. He gave you a simple situation, a wedding, a party. You're not gonna pop up in the wedding and do what you want to do, man. If he tells you as a woman, you got to put on a dress to come to this party, do you really think you're not gonna put on that dress and you're gonna get into that party? It's gonna be somebody at that door that say you need to put on a dress. If you don't have on a dress, you're not getting into this party. It's not gonna happen. So let's go back to Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, verse 2. Now remember, I said these Israelites, he took them out of Egypt and they was complaining. We want to go back to Egypt. We want to go back to our slave master. We so in love with our slave master, we want to go and do what he was doing. And see, the Egypt that in Isaiah 30 is talking about the white man, so-called slave master here. Because it's saying the shadow of Egypt. Not the ancient Egypt, but the shadow of Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, what Revelation 11 is talking about. He said that go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See, this is not Egypt it's talking about. It's talking about the shadow of Egypt. That's why America, they have the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty comes from Egypt. The man who made it, he went to Egypt and saw it over there and said, I'm going to bring that to the new country that we starting. In Washington, D.C., that obelisk that's standing up there, that's come from Egypt. Everything in America, they mimic Egypt. That's why America is the shadow of Egypt. And you got these Negroes that want to stay in America. They love America. See, they trust in America. America is their strength. They feel strong. That's why you got this Malcolm Nance guy. He gonna go over there to our Ukraine. The Ukrainians are certified Nazis. Well, they don't even like none of you black peoples, none of you so-called Negroes, but he gonna go over there and act like he gonna fight for them. See, that's the kind of mess that these Negroes do, man. Look at verse 3. He said, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So now, when they talking about they trust in America, now they gonna be shamed about that situation. Just like with these medical situations. See, they trusting in that and they paying the price. The same thing with the economic situation. They chasing this money, but that money ain't did nothing for you. See, they chasing the so-called white man religion, Christianity and every other Muslim and Egyptology and all these situations, African, Buddhist, whatever the heck they create, they trusting in that, but that's gonna be their shame. Cause see, we telling them about it's gonna be a destruction coming. See, Putin is not playing with America. Putin is not putting a joke on the TV and saying, listen, we're gonna shoot nuclear missiles over to America. That's not a joke. That's not he's not a comedian on the TV saying, listen, I got the best nuclear missile that's known to man, and my nuclear missile, before America shoot off their nuclear missile, my nuclear missile is gonna hit. See, he not playing with nobody. But see, that's what is gonna be their shame. It says, and trust in the shadow, and they trust in them. Anything these people tell them to do, they go and do it. See, you can prove that you worship God you were supposed to worship God on Saturday or on the 6th day. I mean on the 7th day, not the first day. See, they learned, and everybody told them, listen, God, none of his people was worshiping on no Sunday. They was worshiping on the 6th day of the week. the seventh day. But they saying, okay, we're going to worship on the first day. Then you will present it to them and they'll say, oh, we worship any day. Every day is the Sabbath. See, every day ain't no Sabbath, man. Even though in the Bible they didn't have Saturday, Sunday, they went by the moon. Whenever the moon was full, that was the beginning of the Sabbath, and they counted from there. So look at verse 12. It says, whereas thus says the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in the oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. See, that's one thing that they do. They despise the word, first of all, because they ain't doing nothing but singing and dancing. They'll never go into that word. See, that word don't mean nothing to them. They despise that word, but they trust in oppression. They trust the so-called white man and all the lies that he done told them. And he done told them, all you got to do is praise the Lord. Praising the Lord is not going to get you into that wedding. That's not the requirement to get in there. He said, you got to change. You can praise all day, but if you wicked and you eating pig, crab, lobsters, you dressing like a prostitute, see, you can't do all of that and say you're going to get into the wedding. You can't get into the wedding unless you change. Not because you prayed and you sang and then, oh, I love the Lord. Oh, I love it. You can say that 1,000 times and it's not going to get you into that wedding. Because that's what they tell them. You praise the Lord. You come and praise the Lord and give us some money. See, once you give us some money, then you straight. But it's not going to happen. Let me get verse 9, verse 10. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. See, they want you to prophesy a lie. The so-called white man, he ain't going into slavery. The so-called white man, he's not going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. No, it'll never happen to him. That's our slave master. We love him. See, they want you to prophesy deceit. They don't want you to prophesy the truth. Putin ain't on the TV with a joke. He ain't got Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence and Will Smith on the TV saying, hey, America, we gonna shoot nuclear missiles over there. I got the best missile in the chamber. No, he's not telling a joke. He's dead serious. See, he worked for the FBI.